Let's take you live to Brisbane. Queensland Premier David Crisafulli is speaking at the Future Brisbane event.
Generational infrastructure is making sure that people don't have to be forced out living an hour 30 away from work. That's what generational infrastructure is. Generational infrastructure is to make sure that we are no longer the laggard in developing tourism, the likes of which what we've seen in Tasmania and New Zealand. That was the whole reason of the Games. Now, I understand why your focus is on one stadium, because the person who was in the role before me and the person before them were only focused on one thing, and that is how good's the tickets, how cold's the champagne and how red's the carpet. That's not my style. This is about generational infrastructure for Queenslanders, and the focus was never about a sporting stadium, never. And that's not my focus. And if you look at the terms of reference, I have every faith that the $7.1 billion will be respected, and it will be about generational infrastructure and a plan to deliver it. So if you're asking me about what my priorities are, they are my priorities. Now, we've put the best and brightest, let them do their job.
Inside, you mentioned that the board would also be able to just drive it and see it through with their recommendation.
Yeah,
that
that's
mean
important.
They will have the final say and you will take off their recommendation?
Within 100 days there'll be a plan, and the Deputy Premier will have feedback on that plan, of course, and the terms of reference reflect that. That will be public. You will see what that feedback is public. I'm a big believer in transparency, and then that body will drive through those decisions, and that's the difference. The last time we had a review, it was one person who'd been set up to fail because the government needed a political relief valve. That's not what this is about. This is about 7 of the most respected, credible people in their field, and I'd urge you to have a look at what are their expertise. There's someone who's got one of the most decorated commercial record, someone who understands property, someone who understands roads, someone who understands tourism. I hope you're getting a feel for this.
Doesn't that just go back to where you were with the same starting point? Before you said that we're here now because of politicians making decisions.
Quite on the contrary. These are the people who are driving a generational plan for generational infrastructure. And within 100 days, you are going to have a blueprint that gets rolled out.
What is the Premier, once this report is handed down, will you 100% as the government take on all the recommendations?
But it's not just once it's handed down. Read the terms of reference and you'll see that the Deputy Premier will have feedback on it during that process.
Yeah, that's 14 days before the final report's prepared.
So come and ask me in 86 days' time, and you'll see how it's all unfolding. It's generational infrastructure, and as I said, tell me here where we haven't fulfilled exactly what I said we were going to do. So I said that legislation would pass, and it did. I said that we'd appoint a 7-member panel that was beyond reproach. We did. I said that it wouldn't have politicians and people with vested political interests. It doesn't. And now I'm asking them to be able to go and deliver a blueprint for generational infrastructure. And read the terms of reference and you'll see what my focus is. And I'm pretty confident this is going to deliver what the state needs.
Essentially, though.
David Crisafulli, Queensland Premier, talking about the future for the state.